Kreepers! How the heck are you crazy creeps? Yes, that is a leaf blower at about 9 a.m. Already working. And it also is a bitterly cold morning. As you can see here, this is actually frost from last night. But we are doing a little creeping this morning. I hope you guys are doing good. Like I said, it's early and we are heading to the Gresham Library to do a little research today. I am thinking to myself, with Thanksgiving coming up, a lot of folks probably choose not to cook, and kind of brought me to the attention of iconic restaurants here in East County Gresham that are no longer. And so one of the restaurants that came to mind was Sizzler. So today we're going to do a little historic kind of research, and also I'm going to take you guys take you guys to the former location out here in East County Gresham. It's one of my favorite restaurants that I miss, Sizzler. So stay tuned. Doing a little creep. Alright, just hopped into AM/PM, and they're still rocking their pumpkin spice, which I love, because I do like a little of that. And then I mix a little of the high voltage. And it smells delicious. Let me get my fix. First things first, gotta get the coffee. I know a lot of the places have already kind of retired their pumpkin for the season, but I still got some. Oh, look at this guy. Be thankful for this big turkey here. He looks like he could definitely make a good meal for somebody. This is definitely, we saw Tom yesterday, but this is Timmy. We got Timmy and Tom turkey. Very grateful for the turkeys. Oh yeah, they do pardon one every year. Pardon me while I take a little sip. But yeah, this is here at the Foxtrot Vintage, which we've visited many of times, right here on the main strip of downtown Gresham. Oh, it's comedy though. Alright, heading up to the old Sizzler. Downtown Gresham looking nice. Pretty much the only thing open is the coffee shop right now. So, very peaceful morning. That is some good coffee though. I can't stress that enough. Alright you guys, this is so cool. We are here at the Gresham Library to start today's vlog. I'm actually using the microfilm scanner here, and the good folks here at the Gresham Library have dialed me in, and we are documenting the closing of an iconic Gresham restaurant, the Sizzler here. And I actually went and found the old Outlook from the Oregonian here that is also documented back in '96, and you can see the headlines there. Locals watch restaurants close doors, and among closures in the area is the Gresham Sizzler International, downsizing in the Gresham area, along with 7 other Portland and Vancouver Sizzlers. More than 30 employees at the Sizzler on 305 Northwest Burnside were notified that the restaurant was closing. And so we are going to head there next, but I wanted to just kind of give you guys a little bit more information about the documentation of that as well. Plus I just thought it was really cool that they have the microfiche on display, and also you can print the actual physical articles that were documented from back there. So pretty cool to see that. Just by kind of zooming in here, says they gave the closure a lot of thought and that the company did its best to help the Portland area Sizzlers succeed. Said we spent a lot of money over the years up there. Thomas said this is something that you look at and look back and review alternate solutions and alternate investments. Beside the end of the proceedings to close the restaurant, Sizzler International plans to try and sell their building and property to another restaurant chain. Hasn't begun marketing location yet. The Gresham Sizzler employed 4 full-time and 41 part-time employees. But pretty darn cool that this is available here to see. I was hoping to see pictures, but that's okay. Alright, we are here right now, which is now the Black Bear Diner, but for years resided Sizzler. That's right, opened in 1958 in Culver City, California by Dell Johnson and his wife Helen. For many years sat the Sizzler restaurant right here in Gresham, Oregon. They had a ton of locations, over 240 total throughout the western states. I'm not sure if they were actually ever on the East Coast. You guys will have to chime in and tell me. But today now sits the Black Bear Diner, and Sizzler had a pretty dang good run. I definitely remember coming here and taking advantage of all the all-you-can-eat buffets and their steak and everything like that. I actually had a couple friends that worked here, and like I said, started in 58. It took off, and before you knew it, there was about 4 or 5 locations all over the Portland area. I think there still is a few running, but in 2020 they filed for bankruptcy. Back in 1996 when they closed here, hence the article that I showed you guys originally, they actually filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy back then. And as the article stated, they tried everything that they could to basically keep the business alive, but it basically folded. And I believe they're still international. I think they are operating in Australia and overseas, but not very many locations left. I was actually able to find one picture, and the facade of the building has basically stayed completely the same all these years, with the entrance being here and whatnot. But back in the day, right above this little green lip here on the building, you would have read the Sizzler, and as the company progressed and made its changes, they alleviated the Sizzler name and just went with the S, which I was really hard to find any pictures at all of the old Sizzler from any articles that I was able to find through, different outlooks and things like that, the Oregonian. I was able to find one picture that would have been taken right about here of the restaurant, and as you can see in that picture, it's pretty much all the same, other than, the names and whatnot on the signs have been changed and things like that. And they've also put in these cool little bears here that you also have an opportunity to kind of sit down and take your photo op with. Good morning, sir. Yes, are you saying goodbye to Sizzler? I am too. But yeah, these guys are really cool. Oh, they even got like a little fire pit here. Oh wow, this reminds me of all the salmon and stuff that you could get here too when this was Sizzler. And I'm taking it they probably have a pretty decent menu, pretty comparable to what Sizzler did when they were here. But like I said, this was definitely a heart and staple to many folks here in the Portland Gresham area, especially around the holidays. I know a lot of people like myself come and take full advantage of any kind of buffet, especially since you wouldn't have to cook. Yeah, there's got this big mural here too. And in fact, these guys basically bought out all the Sizzlers. The only one that I can think of that might be still operating would be the Albany location, but I'm pretty sure that the Black Bear Diner Company here took over. In fact, the Sizzler down on 82nd there in Portland caught fire back in the day, and they were never able to fully get it operating again, and these guys basically came through and took over. I'm gonna go and check out their menu real quick. But yeah, there you have it, where the old Sizzler once stood. I definitely miss the Sizzler. A lot of good times here. Places like Izzy's Pizza, Sizzler, not so much anymore. And I'm guessing this is maybe similar. I don't know if they do the buffet or not, but pretty darn cool that the building's still here and not really has changed much. Same lighting, same little lip on the awning here. So pretty cool. Yeah, I haven't been in since it was Sizzler.
Oh, really?
Like back in the 90s, really.
I think they became the Black Bear Diner in
08. Okay, cool. Good info. But yeah, oh wow, they've even got their little, I didn't know they had like a jukebox in here, and wow, this is neat. They got all their little Christmas bears too. So yeah, they're all decked out for the holidays. And I really like these like totem poles in here. This is cool. So yeah, this is it, you guys. The old Sizzler, now the Black Bear. Yeah, pretty neat. All right, very welcoming too, so I appreciate that. Check out these tables and chairs here too. They're all cut out, and they got the lighting in here. And so I want to be respectful for folks eating and whatnot too, so I don't want to go in too far, but I wanted to just kind of give you guys a basic look of what it looks like. And she said they took over in about 08. So pretty darn cool. Got their little mission statement here too. Oh, here's the by Ray Schultz. He's been carving the bears since '99 and has carved over 200 of them. So there's the guy that's made all the bears for them. That's neat. All right, that was awesome. I actually was like, I wasn't sure if I should go in because I really wasn't gonna have any breakfast, but they were like, come on in and check it out. And I was telling one of the workers that I hadn't been in since it was Sizzler. And then one of the other waiters said, I believe it was a Denny's at one point too, but not for very long. So I think it was Sizzler, then it turned into a Denny's for maybe just a few years. And then the good folks here at Black Bear purchased this one, and then all the other Sizzler locations around Portland. But that's pretty darn cool. And I didn't expect it to be so awesome on the inside. That was pretty cool to see all that woodwork. I just thought those bears were out front for looks and stuff, but I didn't expect it to be all decked out like that on the inside. Kind of reminded me of like an old log cabin or something. Pretty dang cool.
That's going to do it for today. If you guys are new here, make sure you hit that red subscribe button. That'll dial you into being a creeper today. You can also ring that bell. That way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. If you did enjoy this, give it a thumbs up. Till next time, creeper out for now. Peace.